Alright, so imagine if you were perfect. Just think about it. What does that entail? Well, for me, I would say that it means you never fail at anything. And as cheesy as it might sound, failing is important. Typically, you learn a lot more from failing rather than winning. There's a lot of value in a loss. It helps you realize something you may not have seen before, and it helps you realign with where you want to be and who you want to become. A lot of the failures in your life may have been very tragic, but it's also helped mold you into the person you are today. There's a funny saying, you don't regret the things you do, but rather the things you didn't do. Now, my main point is that every negative has a positive. Essentially, everything has a purpose in life. There are no good days without bad days. Just think about it. How do you know what a good day is if you've never had a bad day before? You know, it's always important to remember that mood is temporary, which means you're not always going to feel sad. And yes, it is kind of counterintuitive, because at the same time, it also implies that you're not always going to be happy either. Yes, the human experience. It's inevitable, I suppose. It's kind of funny and sad how we remember bad things more than we remember good things. If your parents or best friend ever said something like, "I hate you, get out of my face," or something mean like that, you're a lot more likely to remember that more, as opposed to all those times they also said how much they love you and are happy to have you. Well, there's a fairly valid reason as to why this is, and it's kind of just a fun fact more than anything. Essentially, our brains are wired to remember bad stuff because when humans first came into existence, they had to look for food and survive, and so if they happened to cross upon a bush with berries that happened to be poisonous or foul, it would then be integrated into their head that we shouldn't eat these kinds of berries because they make us feel bad. That's basically the gist of it. It's a survival mechanism. Life is all about trial and error. We gotta work hard and learn from our mistakes, but not always take everything personally either. If your boss at work yells at you for messing something up, just think, oh, they're yelling at me because they must know that I can do better, and they probably think pretty highly of me. Life is full of ups and downs, but I wouldn't have it any other way, because generally speaking, those bad moments tend to make good stories and learning experiences. At the same time, it makes you practice gratitude. Anyway, thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you next time.